There are protests happening in some of the most beautiful cities in the world.
Tourists are being targeted and rejected in places you wouldn't believe.
5 dream destinations, 5 countries that are sick of tourists. What up, what up, what up? What's happening? Que lo que miente. Welcome to Love, Purpose, and Passports. Hope all is well and all are passport ready, passport getting ready. For those of you that don't know, I am Mr. Pro for you, living in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, with this beautiful wife of mine, Miss Pro for you.
Hello.
So how you doing today, Miss Pro?
I'm doing very good, mi amor. Thank you for asking. How are you today?
Just as good as I was in the last video. This beautiful thing sitting next to me right here. So today, we're talking about something every traveler needs to know.
5 of the most iconic destinations on the planet.
They're pushing back hard.
They're pushing back against what tourism is doing to the people who actually live there.
We're not here to tell you where or where not to travel. That's not the purpose of this video.
We're here to help you understand what's happening so that you're informed about where you choose to go.
So we're starting in Spain.
Barcelona has been making headlines.
Protesters doing things like sealing hotel exits, spraying tourists with water in the streets.
It's crazy. And their chant was clear: your holiday, my misery.
The communities are at a breaking point.
Over 1,000 residents in Mallorca, one of Spain's most visited islands, are living in their vehicles.
And it is not because there's a recession.
No, it's because the housing they used to rent has been converted into short-term tourist rentals.
Airbnb took over the supply, and now the people who were born there, they can't afford to live there.
But Barcelona is responding. They've announced they're banning all Airbnb licenses by 2028.
Every single one gone.
The city is making a statement. This belongs to the people who live here first.
And honestly, you have to respect that.
Yeah.
Even if it affects your plans.
When a city has to choose between its residents and its visitors, and the visitors have been winning for years,
something has got to give.
Spain isn't done with tourism.
No. Spain is done with tourism that treats the people's neighborhoods like it's a theme park.
Let's talk about Italy.
Venice is the most extreme example of what happens when tourism takes over a city completely.
Their population dropped to under 50,000 people.
50,000 in a city that millions of people visit every single year.
A local musician there made a music video where he dressed up in an astronaut suit and he was walking around in his own city.
Because that's what it felt like to him. Like you're in another planet in your own hometown.
The tourists outnumber the locals by so much that he said he feels like a foreigner in the place where he was born.
Imagine that. Being in a place you were born and raised and feeling like you're the one that's the tourist.
In Rome, they banned tourists from sitting on the Spanish Steps.
Some people thought that was extreme, but think about what's happening there.
So those steps they're a cultural landmark, right? They became a hangout spot. People started eating and drinking and treating it like a food court.
And Rome said, no. That's not your hangout. That belongs to us.
Protesters also disrupted billionaire Jeff Bezos' wedding in Venice with boats and noise, blocking the whole ceremony.
And that's the kind of thing that can happen when regular people can't afford to live in their own city.
But billionaires could throw lavish events in it.
That tension is definitely going to boil over.
Italy has thousands of years of history.
But they're sick of people caring more about that history than the quality of life for the people who live there.
Yeah.
Then there's Greece. And this one almost sounds like a joke, but it's not.
Santorini, one of the most photographed places on the planet.
They posted on Facebook asking its own residents to stay home during peak tourist season.
Asking them not to enjoy the island, not to go to the beach, to clear the way for the tourists that were there.
The locals were furious, and rightly so.
Imagine being told in your own hometown, please, excuse me, step aside, we have visitors.
Important visitors. That is a complete disrespect of the community.
And here's what's driving it. On some of those peak days, Santorini receives more cruise ship passengers than it has residents.
More visitors in a single day than people who actually live there.
Beaches, the roads, the restaurants, all of it built for a community of thousands.
Then suddenly, they're flooded with tens of thousands every single day, all summer long.
And the people who live on those islands are dealing with the same housing squeeze that we just spoke about from Spain.
Families who have lived in these communities for generations priced out because every available property has been converted for tourists.
So Greece is now moving towards a 20 euro tax on all cruise ship passengers.
Because when ships drop 5,000 people onto a small island for 6 hours,
well, those 5,000 people spend very little and strain every bit of local infrastructure.
While the people who live there carry all the costs.
The tax is the government's way of trying to reclaim something for its own people.
I mean, after hearing what's really going on, can you really be mad at that?
If you can afford a cruise to the Greek islands, you could definitely afford 20 euros.
You can. And at least it sends a signal to the residents that they matter.
Yeah.
That the community isn't just a background in a tourist selfie.
Then there's Bali.
And this segment gets into tourist behavior.
Some of what has been happening in Bali is truly disrespectful.
It is. A German tourist crashed a sacred temple ceremony and stripped naked inside the temple.
And this was during an active ceremony.
And then there was a Russian woman who posed nude on a sacred banyan tree.
These people have no respect for Bali's culture whatsoever, man. Just disrespectful.
The Balinese people have a deeply spiritual culture.
Yeah. And
these places they're committing these acts, they aren't tourist attractions. They're living, active places of worship.
And Bali's response has been exactly what you'd expect from a government that has had enough.
In the first 3 months of 2025 alone, nearly 130 foreigners were deported.
That's more than one per day.
And overstaying your visa used to mean a fine and a flight home.
But now it can carry up to, ready? 20 years in prison.
20 years.
Yeah, they're serious about it. They are not playing.
And nobody should be surprised when you disrespect a culture that opened its most sacred spaces to you.
At some point, the consequences show up, and man, they are not merciful about it.
They are not. Now, Bali is still one of the most extraordinary places in the world.
But you have to know how to behave, or find out the hard way. Mexico, summer of 2025.
There are protests in Mexico City over skyrocketing rents. They've been smashing windows and tagging walls with messages.
And one of those messages written on the walls is, "This city does not belong to tourists alone."
People are fed up.
Mexico City has become one of the most popular destinations in the world, especially for digital nomads and remote workers.
Which sounds fine on paper, but when thousands of people who earn in dollars move into a city where residents earn in pesos,
the rents adjust to match the dollar. And the locals, they can't keep up.
Gentrification with a passport.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
And it's not just Mexico City. Over 200,000 people signed a petition against a new cruise port in Quintana Roo.
Wow. The communities there are saying, we don't want this. Our coastline is not yours to develop.
And then there's this. A Mexico tourism official was quoted saying, every Canadian is worth 2 Americans.
What? Because Canadians reportedly spend more and cause less friction.
Sounds to me like they sick of us Americanos. So tourism officials are no longer just counting visitors.
And they're asking, what kind of experience does this create for the people who live here?
Mexico has options, and they've decided they're going to prioritize the visitors who respect what they built. So what do we do with all this?
I mean, it's not just cross Spain, Italy, Greece, Bali, and Mexico off your list. That's not what this is about.
No, there's a lot going on that's causing these situations, and some of it's out of your control. But some things you can't control when going to these beautiful destinations.
What you can control as a tourist is showing up like someone who belongs, not like someone just passing through.
So here's a few tips that can help you with your travels and create a better experience.
Tip 1, do your research before you book. Every destination has places, practices, and spaces that deserve a different level of respect. Know what they are before you go.
Yep. Tip 2, think about staying or eating somewhere that puts money back into the community.
Yeah.
A locally owned restaurant, a family-run hotel. Your dollars can help the community.
Tip 3, learn a few words in the local language. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect or anything, but it just has to be genuine. People notice and appreciate the effort.
They do. And the last one, before you do anything at a site, a temple, a landmark, ask yourself, do these people really want to see you naked? You know, if the people who live here could see me right now, would they feel disrespected or would they feel respected?
Okay. Traveling to other people's countries is a privilege.
It is. And these privileges are maintained by respecting the people and cultures of these countries you visit. Not just taking it for granted.
Or running around naked.
Yep.
We hope this information was helpful to you for your future travels. Have you heard about this or experienced any of these things abroad? We would love to hear from you in the comments, and do not tell us any naked stories.
Nope. And you know what else we want to hear from? We want to hear that you liked and subscribed. Love, Purpose, and Passports.
Love, Purpose, and don't comment naked stuff. Bye.
Peace.